is cracking, guys? Second is here. Thank you for joining me on this fine day. We are starting a brand new playthrough of Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. Some quick information before we start. This is not a high-level playthrough because I am not a high-level player. This is going to be mostly to show people the easier ways to get through things. I'm going to cut down on the cheese as much as possible, but I am going to make this a little easier. And that's it. So let's get started, and then we will talk about more as we go. Oh, and I'm also going to do a hex build in this playthrough because it's something that is not in Dark Souls 1, that type of play or that type of build, and it's also not terribly OP, so it's not going to break the game or anything. So with that said, let's get started. And we're going to have a lot of cutscenes, so I'm going to be quiet.
Perhaps you've seen it, maybe in a dream, a murky, forgotten land. A place where souls may mend your ailing mind. You will lose everything once branded. The symbol of the curse. An augur of darkness. Your past, your future, your very light. None will have meaning, and you won't even care. By then, you'll be something other than human. A thing that feeds on souls, a hollow. Long ago, in a walled-off land far to the north, a great king built a great kingdom. I believe they called it Drangleic. Perhaps you're familiar. No, how could you be? But one day, you will stand before its decrepit gate without really knowing why. Drawn to a flame. Your wings will burn in anguish. Time after time. For that is your fate. The fate of the cursed.
Alright, there's our standard ominous cutscene that all Dark Souls games seem to have. That at first glance doesn't mean a whole lot, but they usually do. Anyways, our guy's gonna get up and we're gonna start moving here. So, as I said, we're gonna do a hex build in this game. It's a little bit different. It scales off of int and faith, intelligence and faith, excuse me. But I don't think there's anything over here. But it scales off the lowest of the stats, so you have to level them both at the same time, which makes it kind of rough. So that's what we're aiming for. We're probably going to use the warped sword and probably a silverback spear as our melee weapons. I think I'm going to go for... I can't remember if there's anything over here. I don't think there is. I'm going to go for the Sunset Staff and the Witch Tree Branch as our casting weapons. That's not the word I want to use. Catalyst, that's the word I want to use. I know there's something over there, okay. And then probably like the Hector set maybe, I'm not sure. So this build is very point intensive. And a problem I ran into when I did a test run of this build earlier, I'm actually still working on it as I'm playing this with you guys, is that it takes a lot of points. So we're not going to be able to do both melee and hexing right off the bat. And we don't even really get hexes until like the 4th area anyways, right after the 4th area. So we are going to go mostly melee and then respec later, because in this game you can respec. Alright, I think we got another cutscene. Maybe.
What seems to be the ruckus?
Oh my, your face. The face of the curse.
It's an undead. An undead has come to play. They all end up here. All the ones like you. You spoke to that kind old dear, didn't you?
You're finished. You'll go hollow. Yes, you'll become one of them.
Hollows prey upon men, feast upon their souls. This is the fate of the cursed.
Pretty negative.
What is your name?
Alright, now this is how they do character creation in this game. So, we'll just name it typically Seganus, if I can spell correctly. Yeah, that seems about right. So, Seganus. And then we'll pick our class. We're going to go Sorcerer.
Your own name.
It isn't exactly good for the early game build.
For sharing.
What's she doing?
It's a human
human effigy,
effigy.
okay. But it gives us an extra set of soul arrows
What do
that
you
we're going to
think
want.
it's
So
supposed to be?
it's a representation of a human.
Think back, deep into your past. Yes, it's an effigy of you.
Okay, so we're gonna go with. So normally I think the knight would be closer to what we need, because we need a lot of strength and dex early. But we're gonna go sorcerer because we get an extra set of spell arrows, soul arrows. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm saying weird things today. And so that'll come in handy because there's 2 other soul arrows you can buy, so you can stack 3. We're going to go with the Petrified Something, because we're going to need a lot of Petrified Dragon Bones, and this is one of the ways you can get them. We're going to need Petrified Dragon Bones, Twinkling Titanite, and then the standard small, large small and large titanite shards, chunks, and titanite slab. That's the word I want to use. So the life ring you can get in the game, I believe. I don't think you need to get it here. These are pretty plentiful. I've never had a problem with human effigies, and I'll explain those later. You get healing wares. I wouldn't worry about that. I feel like you get enough homeward bones. That, I believe, if you use it, it makes enemies hostile to invaders. But it's a one-time use thing, so once you use it, it's gone. Bonfire set extra we get in the game that changes the current area to the next game. So if you're an NG, it'll turn into NG+, NG++, NG+++, you know, whatever. We're going to go with this guy because we need the stuff. Okay, so I feel like I'm going to call this. I really don't care what it looks like, so we're not going to see its face, honestly. So let's just finalize and call it good.
All people come here for the same reason. To break the curse.
You're no different, I should think. Doesn't stand a chance.
So negative.
You never know.
I always skip all this, so I don't remember how long this is. I'd like to play.
Go through the door and trot along to the kingdom.
But remember, hold on to your souls. They're all that keep you from going hollow. Oh, I'll fool you no longer. You lose your souls. All of them. Over and over again.
No, that's funny, because that will happen. And we're good. Okay, so as I mentioned before, in Dark Souls 2 and also Dark Souls 3, you can respec. I believe in this game you get 5 of them, somewhere in that range. One of these old ladies is the one that'll let you respec. I think it's the one right in front of us right there. The Dark Souls Remastered, if you guys ever watched my playthrough of that, you can't respec. So once you put a point in, it's permanent. But here we can respec, so we're going to use that to our advantage. So when I did my initial test run, which I'm still working on, I noticed that we have to spend a lot of points. We need a lot of points. This is a point-heavy build early on, and we don't get a lot of points early on, so it kind of created an issue. So what I'm going to do is pick a standard melee weapon. I don't remember what this is. There we go. And use that, and then we'll respec back into our intended build later. Because we can. So we'll go through the tutorial so you guys can see it. This one's a little bit different. There's no area boss. You just kind of go through some of these fog gates, read the messages, do the things. So we're going to use the halberd for a little while. It's, I want to say like 20 strength, 15 dash or something, which is way more than what we want. Attack, yeah. Target lock. But it's gonna solve a few problems. Number one, we're gonna put all our points towards that. That'll be our build for a little while. Number two, I had an issue with No Man's Wharf, like a really bad issue with that. I think I died more in that area than all of our Dark Souls Remastered playthrough. I died there a lot, and it had a lot to do with because I was using the Fire Longsword. And there are some enemies there. I want to call them Vangarians or Vagnarians or whatever. They attack faster than the longsword can attack, so I was just getting annihilated. So that'll solve those two problems. And then once we get to the fourth area, we come across our first Hexer trainer, and then right before the fifth area is this. Oh, that was a little missed. And then right before our fifth area, we get Sunset Staff and the Hex are set for free, but we have to have 20 people. We'll have that, but it's going to be a little while. So for now, we're going to be basically just be a melee guy. So I'm supposed to read these, but I haven't. And no. Oh my god. See, that's what I hate about this game sometimes, is that the lockout system is dog shit. And I can't attack because I'm out of stamina. Like, I'm facing the guy, clicking the button, and it's like, no, you're going to do the guy behind you. And sometimes that will get you killed, so that sucks. And we don't have an SS Flash yet. I am not going to heal. We'll be okay. Oh, no. Okay, we got to drop down. So, this is the crows. Kind of like Snuggly from Dark Souls Remastered. You drop things. They give you stuff. The big difference is here that there's specific things you drop. Like, so in Dark Souls Remastered, you drop actual items. Here, there's items that are meant to drop. That's all they're for. So, for example, the small, smooth, and silky stone, the smooth and silky stone, and then the petrified something are the three things that you drop. And what you get is random. Whereas in Dark Souls Remastered, you drop a specific item and you get a specific item. So there's that. Oh, I forgot to get the ladder down. Oh, that's alright, we'll go back up there. I forgot that was a thing. So then we have to go through there, and then I think that's it. Yeah. So there's only one more area to go to. Let me go pick that ladder down, because we are going to want that. These guys won't respawn. So there's a few differences between Dark Souls Remastered and Dark Souls 2 for those of you guys who watched the Dark Souls Remastered playthrough and are here watching this one. Number one, the enemies have a finite number of respawns. I don't remember the exact number. I want to say it's roughly 5-ish. Could be 6, 7, 8. And then they will stop respawning. So you can't have infinite farm, which kind of sucks. But also it's nice because if you're dying in an area a lot, as long as you can kill a few things, they'll stop respawning eventually and you can progress. So it's, you know, it's a double-edged sword. There are things called human effigies. They work kind of like humanity, except for except for in this game, you can use them and turn human without being in a bonfire. So you can, if there is a summon next to a boss fight, you can wait till you get to the summon and then continue your human effigy, so you don't die early and waste it, which is kind of nice. And the last thing I can think of off the top of my head is the fact that every time you die, you lose maximum health. It goes all the way down to 50%. There's a ring you can get that will curb it at about 75% instead, but that's what makes the game a little more difficult. So those are things that we're going to have to worry about. Oh, and since we're casting, casting also uses stamina in this game, unlike Dark Souls Remastered where it didn't. So we gotta jump. And jumping is a little bit different. Dark Souls Remastered, it's you hold B to sprint, you double tap it to jump. In this game, you hit left stick to jump. So you sprint. Let's see if I can make this. Yep, there we go. So switching between the two games always kind of screws me up a little bit. Amber herb. Ooh, I almost missed that. So we will go up. And Dark Souls 2 is, I think, I want to say a few hundred years after Dark Souls 1, maybe even closer to 500 years. Ooh, no. So we're going to revisit some of the same areas. They're going to be called different, but they're going to be either based off of or the same as previous areas. Some of them you can tell, some of them you can't. Dark Souls 3 does a better job of that, in my opinion. But it's supposed to be the same world. So in Dark Souls lore, civilizations will fall and they'll build a new one on top. So Drangleic was supposedly built on top of Lordran. And then I don't remember what Dark Souls 3 is. So, alright, so that one over there has a petrified dude. You need an item called a Fragrant Branch of Yore to unpetrify him. Otherwise, you can't get through there. So, and this isn't really a tutorial area over here. It's just a harder area. You got a bow guy. You got some basilisks. Kick that tree down. You run across. On this side, there's a tree right there. You can kick down from that side. Let's see if I can get a better view. And then there's a beach down there. We'll drop down. There is a beach down there with some heavy dudes. There's two of those guys right over there. You can only see one of them. That coffin lets you do minor detail changes about your character, like sex and looks and stuff. So there's that. And then there is a boss that will spawn there eventually, and he's really, really, really rough. So we'll try to beat him, but it's going to be a while. And one last thing before we leave. If you light all these sconces that we've been passing, and there's more in there too, it will spawn a phantom that will attack you, and he drops... I want to say he drops like a petrified dragon bone, but he drops something that's really nice. So anyways, off we go. And so, oh, there we go. Okay, so this is something you'll always see when you when you walk through this area for the first time. I don't know why people do this. They commit seppuku. Like there's a katana. I don't remember if it's the Chaos Blade or the Edge Katana, but you can kill yourself with it, and people will just literally kill themselves right here. I don't know why. I don't know if it's supposed to scare new people or what's going on. But anyways, it always surprises me when I come through it, so I just forget about it. So off we go. We see a little bit of light here. Here's Majula. This is our hub, kind of like the Firelink Shrine. This is going to be our hub here. We're going to want to drop down over here. Yeah, right here. There's some items that are hidden there. So we have a Morning Star and a Sacred Chime. The Sacred Chime will be nice because when it comes to hexes, some of them use a catalyst, some of them use a chime. So catalysts cast sorceries and some hexes. Chimes are the equivalent of a talisman for Dark Souls Remastered. They cast faith, miracles. God, man, I'm not awake yet. But we're going to use mostly these sorcery ones. That is where the first area is. I missed it the first time and skipped it the very first time I ever played this game. Because once again, this game also doesn't tell you where to go. So this is Majula. Let's light our bonfire. So the difference for our little Firelink Shrine here is that when you level up, you have to go to the Firekeeper, who's down here. You can't level up at a bonfire, meaning that every time you level up, you have to come all the way back here. So that's a little bit different, and then she also upgrades your Estus Flask.
Are you, or merely a pawn of fate?
I'm gonna skip through this kind of quickly.
Bearer of the curse, I will remain by your side.
I'll leave it up for a minute so you guys can maybe pause the video. But I'd like to get through this.
Ease your journey.
So there's our Estus Flask.
To see the king, he who made Drangleic what it once was. King Vendrick.
So she's telling us to go
Bearer of
kill Vendrick.
Never seek those whose their souls once you have, so that hope will not fade away.
So basically kill bosses.
Bearer of seek the lest this land.
So she levels you up. This game gives you more levels. You get levels quicker, but there's more overall levels. I don't know if it's the same as Dark Souls Remastered, but it feels like you get more levels. There's a few extra stats here. You'll see Vigor and Vitality. Vigor is your main HP. Vitality kind of does your equip load now. As you can see, they both give you HP, but Vitality will give you more equip load and less HP, and so forth. There's your Attunement, Strength X. This is, God, I want to call this Adaptability. I don't remember what ADP stands for, but it's mostly for getting your agility up. It gives you more iframes when you roll. So there's a few extra stats here. No more of, God, whatever that stat was from Dark Souls Remastered, that sucked. So So there's that. So we'll go up here real quick. I don't think there's any items. There was one that I missed on my first playthrough, or not my last playthrough. I missed an item somewhere around here. I just actually recently found it the other day. I don't see it. So we'll talk to this guy real quick. He gives us a little bit of info. We'll go quick though.
You have that distinct. This is Majula. It is a kind of. And in Drangleic, these. I am the soul that you probably have. Well, there's nothing here. Do you know? Even I'm told that the soul. Anything. What we call. Do you see? To be alive.
Okay.
And
I
that's.
don't want to talk to this guy anymore. I think he has a covenant too. I think he's also a covenant leader. But yeah, he gives you some information, so if you guys are new, he's a good guy to talk to. The other thing I guess I haven't mentioned is that this is the game I played the least of the 3 games. This is my least favorite, so I'm not the best at this game, unfortunately. I'm probably going to miss a few things. That's what I missed right here, was this. This is our blacksmith, our early game one. This door's locked, so he can't get in here. We have to go get the key, which... Oh yeah, okay, I remember who sells it. So we'll come this way. We have an item right here. Lots of life gems. And I guess it's something else that I missed, I forgot to explain, is that this game has something called life gems. Let's put our flask on here. They are single-use consumables that slowly fill your health up over time. They are not in Dark Souls 1 or Dark Souls 3. It's something only Dark Souls 2 have. So it makes the game a little bit easier. Homeward Bones. There we go. That's why I don't want to grab one as my starting gift. You can farm them, and I don't know if you can buy them infinitely or not. I know people sell them. But I know a lot of them sell finite amounts. Will this open? Yeah, okay, so this is Sweet Shalikur, I believe her name is. She is a cat.
Oh.
She sells a few
How's that,
things that we're
darling?
gonna want.
And one without. Just about ready. Not exact. Well. Oh, yes. You may call me Shalqua.
Shalikur.
Enchanté. So. Ooh.
I guess. Oh, okay, so she does covenants. So anyways, she sells something we really want, the Silver Cat Ring. We're going to want that later. It's going to come in big. And we're going to want the Ring of Whispers eventually. It's going to be quite a while. And she sells a few things, but anyways, we don't want her right now. So this pit right here, this leads to like a mid-game areas. This is where we want that ring for. Because you need a certain amount of HP to drop down, and with that ring it helps. So we're gonna go over here. See this rock here? You can hit that rock, and we have Essence Flask Shard. Yay! So in this game, there's 2 ways to level up your Essence Flask. You have shards, which gives you more charges. As you can see, we only have 1 charge. In Dark Souls Remastered, you start with 5. If you rest at a bonfire that's a Firekeeper bonfire, you get 10. This game, you get 1, period. That's it. And then you have to find shards, and that gives you more charges. The other way to level up, let me see if it'll show me, is you would burn Sublime Bone Dust, and that gives you a better heal. So you get more charges, and it heals more. It's the 2 different ways you level your classes up.
Is that here? To see light, however.
And in this game, I believe there's 11 shards, 11 or 12, somewhere in that range. So now we have 2 charges, which is dope. And that petrified dude way back there, in the tutorial area, there is a shard back there too. But we don't have access to fragrant wrenches of yore. They're kind of rare, so that's something we're gonna skip for the time being. That's where the second area is over there, that area. And then this is Kale's house. It is locked right now. You can't get in here. The first area, we'll run into him, and he will give us his key. There are some pigs, I think, over here. They do a lot of damage for what they are. Did I aggro them? God damn it. They hurt really bad. Yeah, we aggro them. Okay. We'll go reset with bonfire. We don't want to mess with them. They hurt. They're not fun. And then there's one other house we need to investigate, and then I think we're gonna call the video because we're pushing 30 minutes. So this dude in here is an armorer. I believe he sells some stuff.
What?
Mothland.
Oh, sorry, I could read.
He sells a few shields, some armor pieces. Nothing we want. That's it.
Well,
But he is useful for one thing. You guys are gonna see in a second. Let's get whatever this is. I don't remember. Nice shard. Okay, that'll come in useful. So he is good for his armor set that he's carrying.
curses upon you! Enough of this.
So we're gonna kill him. Now I normally don't like killing NPCs. Ooh, that was tricky. I think he's carrying a foul chain right there. He got me. More. I normally, don't like killing NPCs, but he never sells anything useful this entire run. He won't. And his armor set that he has increases soul gain. So that's what we're gonna wear for the time being. Does it say anything about that? Yeah, increases number of souls acquired. I don't know if it's a set bonus or they all do it individually, but anyways, we have his armor set, so we'll get more souls now. Let's see what else. And I did fail to mention that plaque up there is a covenant. It makes the game harder. I don't remember exactly why you want to do that, but I know it's a thing. Oh, you know what? It makes the spawns infinite. So if you do that, you can make the spawns infinite if you want. I never really do. So let's see what else. You know what? Let's call it. Let's see. I don't think I can level up. And oh yeah, this game also tells you how many levels or how many souls you need to level up. So we have 854 to level. We have 1310, so we can level up. We need like 20 strength, 15 dex, I think, 14 dex. So we're gonna put points strictly into strength for the time being. So it's gonna feel a little weird, but it's it's gonna have to work. Alright, boys and girls, we'll call the video. When we pick it up, we will head down that path down there, and we will go into the Forest of Fallen Giants, the first area. So, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and I will see you guys next time.